Hello, John here. It is 10 to 6 on Friday the 24th of May. I have things that I need to do, but my anxiety is playing up. As you can see, I need to have a haircut. My kind of mohawks need redefining, so that needs doing. I really want to go into town. I've been saying I want to go into town for weeks and weeks and weeks now. To have a few piercings. I don't know whether to have a snake bite, not a snake bite, a spider bite on either side of my lip, one side of my lip or the other, I'm not sure which, or whether to have my septum done. And there's some other places I need to go that I've been told I need to go to a few weeks ago. I'm due to go up for a blood test to the hospital to go for some blood tests done, and other places that I need to do. And my anxiety is sky high at the moment. Literally, the furthest I've been able to go is about 150, 200 metres away from my house. And that's only because I know this area so well, because I've lived here all my life. I know there's going to be no hassle or dangers. If I meet someone that I don't know, I'm going to know that person. I think yesterday, on Thursday, I went as far as the chemist to get my mum's meds for her for this coming month. And that is literally top of the road, about 50 metres. End of the next road, like turn left, end of the next road for about 30 metres, and then across the road. And that's basically as far as I've been. I've been up to the co-op, which is like another kind of 50, 60 metres away. And that is it. I just can't do it. It really stresses me out. As you know, I suffer from anxiety anyway. Social anxiety, general anxiety, depression, schizophrenia. I talked about this quite openly in previous vlogs. I don't suffer panic attacks as much as what I used to. I just get that whole feeling that I know something's going to happen, I think something's going to happen. I start getting stressed, and then rather than confront it, I then back away from it to avoid getting into a panic situation. And it's no good. I can't carry on like this. But it's just overwhelming. I'll say I don't get to panic attack stages now. I have at least got around that purely by actually backing away from the situation. So, because if I know that I've got to go out, if I can psych myself up for it, if I know somewhere that I know I'm going to, like to the chemist or something, it doesn't bother me. But say for example I've got to go to the hospital to get blood tests, I will panic and panic and panic to the point where I just turn around and say, look, I'm not going to do it. And so the panic kind of eases off, and then I don't have a panic attack. I've had my letter to go to the hospital for about three, possibly 4 weeks, and literally whenever mum says, when are we going to hospital, John? When are we going to hospital, son? I'm like, no, not any wish. It's one of those things that it has to be impulse. Literally, it has to be a case of get up, get dressed, Right, going to the hospital kind of thing. The more I think about it, the more I get stressed. So, you know, if it's to be up, do it, fine. But, you know, once you get to the hospital, you never know how fast you're going to be seen. So I could be there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that'll just be more panic for me, more stress, more anxiety. Yeah, I could be there for 5 minutes. I could literally, the place could be empty. I could hand in my form, sit down, and within a couple of minutes I could be out again. You just never know, and that's one of the things that really stresses me out, is the unknown. Seems like going to piercings. Yeah, it used to be that the actual process of having the piercing stressed me out. But these days, I think I'd be fine with the actual piercing part of it. It seems to be going to the piercers. The piercers is in town, which is either a 20-minute bus journey away or half an hour walk. And then, because it's a place I've never been before, because I'm going to try the one in town and not the one in the city, you know, I've got the stress of meeting new people and a new building and new surroundings and everything. You know, this is the life of an anxiety sufferer. You know, it gets to a point where you're going to be pretty much housebound. So I've left the house. I mean, yesterday I went next door, but you know, you don't really count next door as going somewhere because you're literally within like earshot of your house. But yesterday I went to the chemist. I hadn't been out before then till I think it was Monday when I went to the shop to get some pop. So this week I've been out of the house twice. Both times I was okay, because again, like I say, it was just the shop I went to was just by the chemist. So like I say, it was literally that kind of 110 meters away. Yeah, so it's not too bad. But before that, I don't think I'd been out till I think it was the Thursday before. I tend to go out Mondays to get my pop. Once I've run out from main shopping, I tend to go and get my pop on Mondays. And I do that pretty much every Monday, either to just the local corner shop, at the local kind of premier kind of shop, or to the co-op if twinning's on, if I need anything else other than pop. I will go out once a fortnight to pay mum's rent and TV licence and water rates and council tax and bills. I do that once every fortnight. I go to get my meds once a month. I get mum's meds once a month. So in a month, I'm lucky if I go out a dozen times. I leave the house a dozen times in a month, which is pretty bad. I think it works out, let me see, 4 times a month to get pop, twice a month to pay rent and stuff, so that's 6 times. So yeah, I'm literally talking about 10 times a month I will leave the house, because I have to take the meds and the prescription to the doctors, and the doctor send it to the chemist. So I physically got to go from here to the doctors, and then a few days after that from here to the chemist. So that's 4 journeys, because it's like 2 for me and 2 for mum. So literally 4 journeys for medication, 4 journeys for pop, and 2 journeys for bills. That's 10. That's only 10 times I will leave the house a month. Obviously, like, I leave the house because I go out back and put out rubbish, but you know, I don't leave like the street kind of thing. Leave like the immediate area, except for those 10 times a month. You know, and it does get you down. And for some reason, this doesn't entitle me to PIP. You know, apparently I'm not ill enough. You know, I can't go anywhere if when we do go to the hospital for for the bloods. Mum's gonna have to come with me because I can't do it on my own. She won't come with me to the basis because that's like a whole kind of different weird thing. She won't come to the hairdressers either because again it's just a weird thing. You know, it is life affecting. And I've applied for PIP, like DLA PIP, disabled living allowance, personal independence payments, whatever you want to call them. And I've been turned down because I'm not ill enough. How can I not be ill enough when I can't even leave the house? You know, it's annoying, to be honest. You get people out there who fake illnesses or fake disabilities or claim that the real ones, there's nothing wrong with them, and they kind of scam the system out of like tens of dozens of thousands of pounds worth of benefits. And because of people like that, it makes people who generally need the benefits not get them, because now we're always being second guessed or judged as if we're not ill. You know, I need to reapply for PIP because I really do need it, not for the financial point of it, but for the point being that I am mentally ill. Now, I suffer from schizophrenia. I hear voices. I see things when I'm not on my medication. Or if I'm having a really bad day. If I'm having a really bad day, it doesn't matter what meds I've taken. The voices are still there. You know, and I've got my schizophrenia. I've got my voices. I've got my psychosis. I've got my depression. Last time I went to see the psychiatrist, apparently I only had mild depression. Mild depression is not wanting to kill yourself every time that you wake up, not wishing you died in the night. You know, it's... You know, and these things do happen. I do wake up and I do wish I'd have died in the night. I do have suicidal thoughts. It's very rare that I do any kind of cooking or going near sharp pointy objects because I don't know what I'll do with them. I'm never clean shaven. I mean, I shaved this off yesterday evening, but it was only with a beard trimmer. It wasn't with a Gillette or Wilkinson sword or anything like that. It was just beard trimmers with no guard on. Because I know that if I get a blade, like a Mach 3 blade, I'm liable to take it apart and do something. You know, and that's how bad my depression is. Yeah, apparently, according to her, I only suffer from mild depression. And I think that's mainly because I've lived with depression for so long on and off since I was 16, so literally 20, almost 23 years now. And you learn to mask it. You learn to put on a brave face. There is a thing now, apparently, I was looking on my Facebook feed, and apparently there's now an epidemic of smiling depression, where basically you suffer from depression, but you're always putting on that brave face of you're always smiling, you're always pretending to be happy, but behind that facade, you're a complete wreck. And that's basically what I do. You know, I put on a brave face for friends and family. I don't want to get into great big talks with them about how I'm really feeling, because it's not nice to talk about. It has to be talked about, granted, which is why I'm doing it here. You know, I've got my anxieties. I've got like social anxiety. I absolutely hate human contact. Just touching another. I can touch myself because that's me, but I can't. Even touching the person freaks me out. Being around people freaks me out. It means I can't really work, because if I was to go to a job, I'd have to communicate with other people, and I find communicating with other people really hard. I can't talk on the phone. I lost my job back in 2009, 2010, I think, possibly earlier than that. Could even be 2006, 2006. You know, I lost my job because I wasn't phoning in sick. I wasn't phoning in sick because my anxiety means that I can't talk on the phone. You know, I couldn't go there and tell them that I wasn't going to be in because, again, I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't phone them to say that I wasn't going to be in because I was sick, because being sick meant that I couldn't phone someone. You know, and I lost my job because of that. You know, they was like, oh no, you're not phoning in sick. No, you're just skying me off. No, you just whatever. You know, when the phone goes, it's normally me that answers it. Like the house phone, I'm normally the one who answers it. Well, that's only because I know it's a chance it's going to be next door, or my auntie, or junk mail. It's going to be one of those three things. If it's junk mail, I'll put the phone straight down. If it's next door, normally I give it straight to my mum and say, next door. If it's my auntie, give it straight to mum. It's my auntie. You know, so I'm never talking on the phone as such. Where the phone is for me, it really freaks me out. My mobile phone, for example, up until I got this new smartphone, I'd always had it on call forwarding to my voicemail, purely so I didn't have to run the risk of talking to people on the phone. You know, it's even just the general communication with people that I don't know freaks me out, and it is really upsetting. Because it's no life to live, really. A person shouldn't have to be this basically scared of stuff. Because what it boils down to, my social anxiety is basically me being scared of these things. It's not like a phobia type scared, it's just I don't know, it could even be a phobia type of scared. But I don't know, human contact, you know, people have always like when I was at school and stuff, everyone was like, oh no, yeah, how come you never get a girlfriend or anything like that? I'm like, well, because human contact really freaks me out. Even back then at school, you know, it freaked me out. I lost a person that I was kind of seeing in like 2002, 2003, I think. Could have been 2001. We started talking when you could have chat rooms on your mobile phone, like a O2 chat room. You know, we're talking on there, we swapped phone numbers, we met up a few times, we went to Liverpool together, and you know, we said we were going to kind of just see how things progressed, and she decided that she couldn't handle me not showing her affection, because I couldn't hug her, I couldn't cuddle her, I didn't kiss her because of my anxieties. You know, it's hard. You know, I'm never gonna have a girlfriend because of all these different things. As I've said in one of my previous videos, now I describe myself as autocorosexual, which basically means that the thought of having contact with people in a sexual way is an absolute turn off. It's like really freaky. Yeah, so you know, that's a bit personal, going in that detail, but you know, I've done a video about it, so if you want to listen to it, I've done a vlog. So if you want to look into that, you know, then you can by all means check out that video or post on my website. But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say really. I mean, this has gone on for 22.5 minutes now, and I only really intended it on being a 5-minute video. But you know, that's how much things kind of really get to me. You know, even doing these at times can be quite daunting, which is why I'm always touching myself and scratching myself and playing with my goatee or smoothing my head or whatever. You know, I'm still learning to express myself and come across better. You know, it's hard. You know, I'm going to leave it here. You know, if you've suffered from any of these things that I've talked about, you know, by all means, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. And we can have a talk about it and maybe help each other out. If there's any advice you can give me, or if you have any views about this, if you think I'm just being nandy-pandy and should just shut up and get on with it, you know, by all means say that. I encourage you to be judgmental here, you know. Say what you want to about me. I'm willing to listen to all views. Right. I'll see you on another video. Bye.